here with head coach Paul O'Neill. A big senior day sweep over Erskine in game one, a come from behind 3-2 victory, and then in game two, winners 7-2. Coach, just your opening thoughts from today's big wins.
Well, I think, obviously in game one, we were trying to, staff it, to get through the game. We hung in there. We were down by a couple, and we put one inning together where obviously we scored the 3 runs. We got a big hit by Zane Brockman, okay, and then we got a big double by Ramses, which obviously that was the main runs that came in to put us ahead.
Moses Brown had to start today.
Yep.
For senior day. Just what do you like out of him briefly today?
Well, like I said, we were staffing it out. We're just trying to get 6 outs, out of each guy that we went out there, and he did fine. He went out there and he did his job, and that was what we expected out of him. And then obviously we went to Rhett, and he gave us 3. And then we went to the left-hander. He got us to an inning, and that set the table for us to go ahead. Once we went ahead, it was Seth Willis time.
Yeah. Just talk about the emotions in the dugout during that quick comeback in the 6th. That was just obviously a surge of energy that you guys needed.
Well, I think anytime you're in a close game, and I think the key to the game was in the 5th inning. Okay. We had Red out there in the 5th, and they had a couple guys on. They had 1st and 3rd. We didn't have anybody out. We kind of knew what they were going to do or what they wanted to do, and I was like, if we can just get out of this inning, with some damage control, and we did. We only gave up 1 run right there, and just to give up 1 was a victory for us. If we would have gave up, 2 or 3 runs, then we would have lost that game. But by making those outs at the plate, for us in that inning, that allowed us to keep some momentum on our side. It didn't get crazy on theirs, and it allowed us a chance, to put that crooked number up in the 6th.
John Jacobs for you in game 3 to clinch the sweep. Probably one of his better outings this year. What did you see out of him today?
John was getting ahead. He was very relaxed. He had 3 pitches going for him, out there. He got a little tired at the end. I told him, I said, we got to be efficient. I want him to go 7 today. But we didn't get there. In the 6th, he was at like 102 pitches. He went out there, and it was a 30-pitch inning for him. The 6th inning. So that was his day right there. But he did everything he was supposed to do. He gave us a quality start. He came out of the game, and he's got a 7-1 when he came out. So you can't ask much more than from a starter to do that.
6 of your seniors in that second game picked up base hits. Obviously the win's nice, but just for them being seniors playing their last home game.
It was just another game. Okay. It's. It's senior day. It's emotional for everybody. But on the flip side, they know they got a game next weekend.
Yeah.
We got a series next weekend, so it's not like this is the last time they're going to play baseball. So it's a symbolic thing to be recognized. They get to come out on the field with their parents, their loved ones, their family members, and read some accomplishments that they've had throughout their career and be recognized. And that's why it's special. It's that you get their family here. That maybe some people that haven't seen them play that much that have come to watch them play, and that's what's nice about senior day, and that's what I enjoy about it is getting extended family out to watch them play.
After the game, what was discussed with the team?
Well, anytime you can beat somebody 3 times, I don't care who it is, that's a great weekend.
Yeah.
Their record might not be very strong, Erskine's, but they got a really good team. They got really good players. They got plenty of arms. They got plenty of guys who can swing the bat. So I just thought we played well, and we hung in there, and I told them how proud I was of them. And, now we've got, 1 more weekend to go, which is another really big weekend for us at Barton, that we need to win a series up there. If we feel like if we can do that, then, maybe we're in the 6th spot, at the end of next weekend. And we can avoid a play-in game.
All right. That's it. Thank you, Coach. Happy senior day.
Thank you.